there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Today's class is a 30-minute peaceful morning vinyasa flow class, a class to refresh and restore your range of motion and help you feel more spacious and bright in your body. For practice today, if you like practicing with props, I'd recommend having a folded blanket or single pigeon. And if you are enjoying the classes on a regular basis and you'd like to support me creating and posting each week, I'm on Patreon. All the details are in the description below. Enjoy your practice. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice in child's pose at the back of your mat. You can place your knees wide or narrow, arms reaching forward, forehead resting toward the earth. Taking a few deliberate breaths here, feeling your inhales gently expand across your back, your exhales softening your body, sensing your body merging with the floor beneath you. Each breath an opportunity to drop into the here and the now, letting go of any excess thoughts, grounding the activity of your mind by simply observing, feeling, savouring each breath. And approach your practice today with the lens of nourishing yourself, whatever that feels or looks like for you today. If at any time during your practice you feel like your body needs rest or your breath needs a moment to catch up, you can return to child's pose and do less. Just joining back in the flow whenever you're ready. And let this last breath be the one that softens you the most, that surrenders any hardness you may feel. And rising up onto all fours now, settle your knees under your hips, hands under the shoulders. Gently arch your spine into cow pose, stretch from your chin to your pelvis. And on your exhale, round your spine, drift back into child's pose. Between the two, ride the wave of your breath. And one more round. And meet me in a neutral spine. We'll twist and flow. Raise your right arm up toward the sky. Gaze up. And then thread and hover your right arm under your left. Reach through. Again, inhale, open twist to your right. Exhale and thread. Breathing in, reach. And exhale now. Come to rest down in your twist. Your right shoulder, right side cheek to the mat. An option to reach your left fingertips forward as you rest in your twist, or you can take a half bind. Left hand can snag the inside of your right thigh. You can stay or tuck the left toes, straightening your left leg, left toes to the back of your mat. Just noticing how your breath responds, finding a shape that supports a smooth breath in and a calm breath out. Take one more breath in and slowly reverse out of your twist. Send your right hand to the sky and return to all fours. Rebound here, roll through one round of cat and cow. And over to your left side, breathe your left hand high. Exhale, thread, and reach through. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, thread through. Once more, inhale. Exhale and settle into your version of this twist. Right fingertips forward or a half bind, and option to extend your right leg straight. Following your steady breath in, steady breath out. 2 more breaths. One more breath in. And reverse your way out of your twist. Left hand reaches up. And back to all fours. Arch and round your spine with the next cycle of breath. And then transition into Anahatanasana, keeping your hips stacked over your knees. Walk your hands forward and wide and melt your chest toward your mat. Just making sure you're leaving a little wiggle room as you arrive through the hips. Checking in if you can move your shoulders a little forward and back there. And send your gaze forward and then melt down onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Forearms settle down, elbows under the shoulders, and just feel into your whole shape as you land. Press your feet, your legs into the mat. Engage the glutes to invite your tailbone to move under. And just keeping that downward pressure on your forearms and the slight backward pull to help lift your heart. You can stay here or open your hands out about 6 to 8 inches each side and then go to the fingertips. Move towards straightening your arms, lifting your chest. So go only as far as your low back feels happy, only as far as you like the sensation, and your breath flows freely. And then moving into a quad stretch, keep your chest lifted, angle your right forearm to your left now, parallel with the top of your mat. Bend your left knee, reach back. Left hand to catch your left foot, or simply reach back in that direction. Once you've found your shape, press down where your forearm, your thighs meet the mat to lift your chest. And if you have your foot, kicking your left foot into your hand. Breathe in deeply. And release. Switch sides, left forearm to the floor, right knee bends, right hand reaching back for your foot. Take one more breath in. And slowly release. Press back to child's pose. Take a full cycle of breath, savor the pause, soften and decompress. And all together now, next breath, return to tabletop, tuck your toes, and press back to your first downward facing dog. And just slowly bike your heels, softly ease your way into your shape, moving freely in your body. Finding stillness now, deliberately inviting your breath and awareness of your whole body to merge. Place a light bend in your knees, send your gaze forward and travel lightly to the top of your mat. Landing your feet hips width apart, hold here in an easeful forward fold. Take your hands to opposite elbows, rest your torso on your thighs, relaxing the weight of your head toward the floor. You can sway a little forward, rock a little back, side to side. And then release your arms now, hang in ragdoll, and take a slow roll up through your spine. Come to stand. Rest your hands to prayer at your heart center. Standing tall through your leg bones with an open posture. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Side bend over to your right. Bracing with your right hip, fanning open through the left side of your body. Inhale, come back through center. Switch your hands. Side bend over to your left. On your inhale, return to center. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Breathing in, a halfway lift, lengthen the sides of your waist. And then step your right foot back for runner's lunge on your fingertips. Pausing here for a few breaths. And again, you can rock a little forward, sway a little back. Lengthening into the front of your right hip. And just also aiming to integrate the qualities of a mild back bend. Lifting your chest, narrowing your shoulder blades in. And then just rock back to center. We'll twist and flow. On your inhale, raise your left arm. Twist open to your left. On your exhale, thread your left arm under your right. Once more, breathe in, left arm high. Breathing out, thread under. Breathe your left arm high. And on your exhale now, come to a wide-legged fold. Turn to your right. Face the long edge of your mat. Heels out, inhale, flat back. And forward fold between your wide legs. Prasarita Padottanasana. And so you're gently moving your inner arches of your feet away from one another, grounding your outer feet. And your alignment here is really about balancing the load of your body evenly from your heels to your toes. And when you can feel your hips balance over your heels, your spine can relax down. Your inner thighs roll in, creating more space for your pelvis to tilt forward, your spine to release. Next breath in, come to your fingertips, halfway lift, then turn and face the back of your mat and step up. Feet about hip width, open and fold with your breath. On your inhale, rise to stand, reach tall, gaze up. Lower your hands to prayer. On your inhale, come to chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms. And then we'll take modified chair twist to your left. Hug your right forearm in front of your shins, left hand to the small of your back. And then sit your buttocks down and back toward your left hand. Then gently twist a little deeper, left shoulder blade toward your spine. Return to chair pose on your inhale. Forward fold over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. And then step your right foot back for warrior two. Take a really long stride. Float your arms open wide. And just feel now which foot has the most weight. See if you can balance the frame of your body evenly from the ground up, from your feet. Then lightly squeeze your right buttocks to lift your left hip, balance your pelvis. Feel your spine rise tall now through the center of your posture. Expanding your shape here with a full breath in. Settle in as you breathe out. Take one more full cycle of breath. And on your inhale, reach your arms overhead, straighten your legs. And then come to temple pose to your right, heels angle in, bend your knees, goal post your arms. Breathe in here. And then take eagle arms, wrap your right arm over, left arm under. Try and get the sense that you're expanding your upper back without crowding your chest. Forearms reach forward. Flowing now with your breath. Inhale here, lift the hips just a little. Exhale, sink the hips, unwrap the arms, left forearm, left thigh, side bend, reach your right arm up and overhead. On your inhale, back through center, eagle arms, left over right, little pulse to the hips. Then side bend to your right, right forearm, left arm overhead. Come back through center, once more, eagle arms, right arm over. Side bend to your left. Inhale, center, left arm over. Side bend to your right. Inhale now, 5-point star, arms to the sky, straighten your legs, take up space. And then transition into right side triangle pose to the front of your mat. Anchor your feet evenly, pushing the floor away. Firm your thighs toward your groins. Right hand low, left hand to the sky. One more full breath in. And release. Hands to your mat. Step up to the top of your space. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Forward fold. Come to stand on the new breath. Hands to prayer, center of your chest. Inhale, circle your arms overhead. Left hand now to your right wrist. Side bend over to your left. Come back through center. Switch your hands. Side bend over to your right. Breathe your way back through center. And forward fold over your legs. Breathing and lift up halfway. And left foot steps back, runner's lunge. On the fingertips, just explore a little rhythm, movement here as we pause. Opening into the front of your left hip. Rock your way back to center. We'll twist and flow. Raise your right arm high. Twist open to your right. On your exhale, thread your right arm under your left. Once more, inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread under. Breathe your right arm up toward the sky. And then transition into wide-legged fold. Turn to your left, face the long edge of your mat. Inhale on your fingertips. Lengthen your heart forward. Forward fold between your legs. Breathing smoothly in and calmly out, relaxing your face, your expression. Next breath in, lengthen your spine forward. Turn and face the back of your mat and step up. Open and fold with your breath. Rise to stand, grow long, gaze up. And hands to prayer. Breathing in, Utkatasana, chair pose. And then modified chair twist to your right. Hug your left forearm in front of your shins, right hand to the small of your back. And sit your buttocks down and back toward your right hand. And then gently twist a little deeper, right shoulder blade toward your spine, opening your chest. Next breath in, return to chair. And forward fold, release. Breathe your chest forward, halfway lift. Step your left foot back for warrior two. And just feel into your shape. Be in a shape where you can sense the subtle movement that's happening through your feet to keep you in balance. Same time, feeling easeful enough to move from here without having to unlock anything. Moving away from resistance in your body. One more full cycle of breathe. On your inhale, reach your arms overhead, straighten your legs, coming into temple pose. To your left, bend your knees, goal post your arms. Take a breath in. This time, place your hands to the top of your thighs. Get steady through your feet and let your shoulders shrug up toward your ears. Ease your right shoulder forward, your left shoulder back. Feeling that stretch through your middle and upper back. And then just change sides. And then go side to side, breath to movement. One more each direction. Five-point star on your next inhale, arms to the sky, straighten your legs. And then slow transition, left side triangle pose toward the front of your mat. Even, balanced, and steady from the ground up. Deliberately anchor, feel your feet. Right hand to the sky. One more full breath in. Release. This time, step back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, forward to plank pose. Pause for a breath. Resisting gravity. And then lower your knees, chest, chin. Come to your belly. Setting up for locust pose. Bring your arms alongside your body, palms face down, forehead toward the mat. Then wait for your inhale to lift your chest, arms, legs. So moving counter to gravity here, engaging your back muscles to lift. Gently merge your shoulder blades together, lengthen through the back of your neck. Softly release with your exhale, press back onto all fours. Moving through a few cycles of cow and cat to reset here. Move freely in your body. And then come to a neutral tabletop shape. We'll move into single pigeon with a mild back bend first. You may wish to have a folded blanket at the ready on the right side of your mat. And as an option, you can always recline for this posture and take figure 4 as an alternative. So just taking your right knee now to the back of your right hand and your right heel a little more in toward your pelvis. Left leg out long behind, drawing a straight line with your toes toward the back of your mat. Remaining upright here, just initially, if you've lots of space underneath your right buttocks, you can wedge a back blanket there. Offer yourself some support so you feel balanced across your hips. Tense your fingers and walk your hands back any amount toward your hips. relax, propping yourself more upright, extending your spine, then pressing down into your front shin, your back leg. Take a few breaths into your shape, perhaps close your eyes. You're welcome to stay here or softly fold into sleeping pigeon, resting onto your forearms or extending your arms forward. Finding a sustainable shape, moving away from resistance in your body. The more resistance you feel, the more challenging it is to release. So just finding your version. Very gently now loosen your jaw and let that feeling of relaxation travel down the front line of your body to the front of your hip, all the way down to your toes. And walking your hands back in, we'll step back onto all fours to transition. And for a few breaths here, extend your right leg straight back, rest your toes to the mat, take a little rock forward and back, let the back of your knee breathe. And then place your knees to the floor. Return to all fours, switching sides. Left knee now to the back of your left hand. Extend your right leg out long, so straight line with your toes toward the back of your mat. Come to your fingertips. And you can use a blanket here under your left seat if that's helpful. Walking your hands back any amount toward your hips to open, lift your chest, extending your spine. Same time you're pressing down into your left shin and your right leg. Take a few breaths in and out. Option to remain upright or begin to fold forward. Just once more, relaxing the whole front line of your body. Unsticking your lips from your teeth. Softening your jaw. Belly. Front of the right hip and all the way down to your toes. Just walking your hands back in. Again, step back onto all fours as you arrive, left toes to the back of your mat and stretch out with a little movement. And then from here, make your way onto your buttocks, take a seat, feet forward, knees bent. And once more here, angle your right heel in toward your pelvis, step your left foot in front of your right, coming into heron pose with a twist. Cross your right hand over your left and hold on to your left foot. Then lean back onto the soft part of your buttocks, lift and work towards straightening your left leg. It needn't go completely straight here, just focus on lifting up and out of your low back, just as you would in bow pose. Release just your left hand now and reach your left hand back toward the back of your space. Left fingertips could rest on the floor. Same time, your left leg starts to drift over to the right. You get that outer hip stretch. Kick out through your heel. Take one more breath in. And release. Set your feet down to the floor, reset to the opposite side. So your left heel now in toward your pelvis, right foot in front of your left foot. Crossing your left hand over your right and hold on to your right foot. leaning back. Lift and straighten your right leg if that's accessible. Keep a little bend in the knee. Prioritizing lifting your spine here. Release just your right hand, reach back as you guide your right leg over to the left. One more breath in and release. Coming into our final fold together, Paschimottanasana, extending your legs out straight. And if it's helpful, propping a blanket under your seat for more support. Take a moment to elevate your spine tall, reach your arms overhead. Forward fold any amount over your legs. Softly bow in. And closing our practice together now in Shavasana for the next 2 minutes. If you have more time to savor this rest, please pause the video and remain at ease in your body for as long as you need. Laying your body down, palms up toward the sky. Let your feet flop open. Taking an opportunity here at the end of your practice to find calm, stillness, consciously fading your body's weight into the support beneath you. You can sigh a breath out of your whole body, letting go of your effort now. And I'll be back to guide you back. And gently, softly drawing your awareness back. Feeling the gift of ease and peace in your body and your mind from practicing. Stretching out, wriggling your body awake and alert now. Bending your knees, feet to the floor, just as you're ready. Rolling out to your right side. Pause for one last breath. And press your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me for this compact flow. Hope you're feeling peacefully calm, ready to step into the rest of your day. Namaste.